Main event time here on Metro Pro Wrestling. Welcome back here inside Turner Rec Center. And it is a non-title match, and I think it's hilarious. Trevor Murdock still has to wait for that matchup with Derek Stone after Stone's been waiting all these months. And it's not an easy challenge tonight. It is a non-title match, but Rock and Roll Mike Sydal is going to give Trevor Murdock everything he can handle, Chris.
Yeah, the last time we saw Rock and Roll Mike Sydal, he took out the miracle that is Tony in singles action. And we've seen the damage he did to Steve Fender in the first round of the Metro Pro TV tournament a few weeks back. But you know what, back to your point, Commissioner Strider, how many times can he try to screw over Trevor Murdock? He's only been in power for, what, 3 weeks now? And every time he's just putting his allies like Steve Fender in handicap matches. Now he's making Trevor Murdock wait for Derek Stone again. Trevor knows that he has to take on Derek in a match for the television title now. He knows that. Okay, just get to it. Why put more people in between him and the title match with Derek Stone? It's just unfair.
So it's fair if Trevor Murdock delays the match, but it's not fair if Michael Strider does. Is that right?
Well, you know what? When Trevor Murdock was calling the shots, it makes it. What's this?
This along with Murdock, Chris.
Well, that ain't Steve Fender or Mark Sterling. I'll tell you that much. Let me get a good look at him here.
Definitely a big guy, giant beard, accompanying Trevor Murdock down to ringside and holding up the Metro TV title.
Wow, he is really pulling out the old, he's using the Rolodex to pull out the old friends, because Trevor Murdock, this man behind him, if you are a World League Wrestling fan, WLW, Harley Race Academy, that is Bull Schmidt.
What'd you say?
Bull Schmidt. He was a tag team partner with Trevor Murdock. He was a tag team champion in WLW with Trevor Murdock. Bull Schmidt, he actually was a tag team partner with Vader over in Japan. So this guy, I can't believe, I'm amazed to see him here in Metro Pro. Bull Schmidt, I guess Trevor thinks he needs a little bit bigger guy, big man in his corner as he goes forward. And you know what? I guess I can't blame him for bringing out Bull Schmidt out of the closet, because, you know, he's got Commissioner Strider against him. He needs some more powerful men behind him.
Well, it's interesting. Like you said, you think it would be Fender or one of those guys we're used to seeing it. It's like another guy in his stable at henchman.
Well, Fender and Sterling, look at that. Trevor just trying to get love, but no one giving it to him. You know, Trevor has Fender and Mark Sterling as friends. We've seen them sort of help each other out here in weeks in the past, but now we got, this guy. This guy, he might be the biggest guy in the locker room now in Metro Pro if he's around.
You know, one thing I'll say is, you know, I'm not a big fan of Trevor Murdock. He's done a lot of shady things, but at least give the guy credit for having a pretty good sense of humor. You know, I wouldn't see Mark Sterling out here having some fun with the fans. Trevor Murdock pretended to be the people's champion. Pretty entertaining, even if you don't like the guy.
What do you mean pretending? He's trying to win these fans' hearts, and I don't know. For some reason, he can't do it.
I don't know about that, Chris. Nonetheless, changed his theme song. He is the champion. This is a non-title match, but definitely been one of the most impressive wrestlers here in Metro Pro.
Well, Trevor Murdock obviously has been to the promised land. He's been a multiple-time tag team champion in WWE with the late Lance Cade. We know he has a great pedigree here. He's been in Japan. He's been in TNA. He's done a lot in the world of professional wrestling. So, of course, he is one of, if not the greatest wrestlers in Metro Pro Wrestling. Well, he is the greatest. I mean, he's got the Metro Pro television title. I think, in my opinion, that makes you the greatest, and he is right now. And he's got a lot of friends. Who doesn't want to be around people that's successful, Dave? Why do you hang out with me?
That's that's a topic for another day. There's too much there. Rock and Roll Mike Sydal, a great opportunity here. It is a non-title match, but a great opportunity to really establish himself here against the champ.
And Trevor Murdock just bringing up an obvious question there. We're in Kansas City, and for some reason, some guy's calling himself Rock and Roll Mike Sydal. Guess Trevor's not impressed.
People still like rock and roll music here in Kansas City. There's no doubt about that. Mike Sydal, I think he'll give Trevor Murdock a run for his money here tonight. I said it earlier, but the guy's been very impressive from what I've seen from him so far, and we saw it in the last match with the British Rockers. I think athleticism, speed, and high flying, that may be the advantage for Sydal in this match.
Well, what a difference these guys have in style. I mean, obviously, it's going to be strength and experience in the corner of Trevor Murdock, and it's going to be speed and just total agility for Mike Sydal. So we'll see. Obviously, Trevor can't chase Mike Sydal. He's going to have Sydal come to him. And because Mike Sydal is the one that has to prove something in this match. The title's not on the line. Sydal just has to prove that he can actually start running with the big boys like Trevor Murdock.
Sydal with the side headlock here early on. Murdock punches to the side, trying to fight his way out. Now a bear hug, dropping him down. Sydal gets back in control.
I cannot believe Bull Schmidt is here. This is amazing. Trevor Murdock, I mean, you think everybody hates him, Dave? How many friends can he bring? He has so many friends now. Bull Schmidt is just the biggest guy now in Metro Pro, and he's over there proudly holding the Metro Pro television title for his man, Trevor Murdock. I mean, like I said, their background tag team champions in WLW. Bull Schmidt he's an international wrestling star as well.
Well, it is an impressive name and an impressive pedigree from both these guys, Bull Schmidt and Trevor Murdock. And I'm interested to see what the future is for Schmidt here in Metro Pro. This is his first time we've seen him. I didn't expect him to be here at all.
Myself either. I didn't see him in the back earlier, so it's pretty amazing that he just shows up. He's too big to just come out of nowhere, but I don't know.
Probably too busy flirting with Lucy Mendez back there, Chris.
Possibly. Something wrong with that?
No, I can't blame you for that at all. Sydal able to elude it. Now a drop kick to the head of Trevor Murdock.
Trevor doing the smart thing. Sydal finally getting an offensive move. He's gonna go take a breather.
I don't know if he paid for a ticket, Chris.
Trevor Murdock, just look, he's thinking it out. This is what he needs to do. Who cares if he gets counted out? He's not going to lose the title. He's just thinking it over there with the rest of the fans.
Yeah, hopefully he'll man up and get back in here before the 10 count.
No one asked for an autograph? What these people problems?
Most people don't like jerks in life, Chris. I found a way to still be your friend, but usually that's the trend, and I think that's why people weren't hitting him up for autographs or shaking his hand there.
Dave, your joke aside, I've went through the list of names of allies of Trevor Murdock and Metro Pro. Nice knee and hip to the midsection.
You can count them all in one hand, buddy.
Yeah, and how many friends and allies do Derek Stone or Michael Strider have?
We saw a locker room full of youngsters last week.
Oh yeah, just all kissing up to the boss. We all do that. Who cares? We all kiss up to our bosses. It's just to try to get further in life, not because I actually like him.
You don't like your boss?
Well, how do you think you got your job, Dave? Out of merit and just your schooling? No.
Thank you. Yes.
No.
Thank you.
No. Anyway, back to this. Trevor Murdock. Backbreaker on Mike Sydal. Slapping that chest. Throwing him down like a sack of potatoes.
My goodness, Sydal taking a beating here at the hands of the champ. Bull Schmidt again holding up the championship belt.
That's what it's all about. He's showing what the championship is all about in the ring right now. Knee to the head of Mike Sydal. We talked about Mike Sydal. He's been showing his wares up in Ring of Honor. So he's not just a guy off the street. This is a guy that Trevor Murdock is getting some nice offensive move against.
Big punch to the face. Sydal trying to fight his way out to the corner. There's another. Murdock though blocks that, and then a couple forearms to the face. You see the size difference and the power difference there as Trevor Murdock putting Mike Sydal down on his back.
Shades of Kerry Von Erich, a nice tornado punch there. Knocking down Mike Sydal, and Sydal trying to get the cobwebs out of the brain there on the bottom rope.
Murdock in complete control in the moment. When will that title shot come against Derek Stone? It should be in the very near future as Murdock delivers the big elbow to the face.
Oh, and Murdock exposing that knee and just banging it against the forehead of Mike Sydal. See, that's a veteran move there. You know what? He could just do it with his knee pad, but no, he knows that kneecap right in the head of Mike Sydal just going to do even more damage. And Mike Sydal in a bad place.
Murdock making his way up to the middle row. Taking a bit too much time here for my liking.
He loves the fans. He's a fans champ.
Oh, and he did take too long, and Sydal caught him with a drop kick to the midsection.
Just a weak moment of weakness for Trevor Murdock. This will be short-lived.
Sydal trying to rally the crowd behind him as he's trying to make his way back up to his feet against the champion.
Hey, you know if Mike Sydal looks over in that corner and sees Bull Schmidt, that he's not going to be too happy when he's got all these pounds and all this muscle around him. I don't think he's going to get out of here alive.
Murdock reversal, Irish whip. Sydal gets under it. Now Sydal off the ropes right into Trevor Murdock's chest. Now going for the pin. What an acrobatic move by Sydal, but only a 2 count.
Well, Mike Sydal definitely using his speed to his advantage right now and his agility, just as very gymnastic style moves that this guy has. A big time aerialist, this guy. But
watch out for Bull Schmidt there in the corner. He's made his way over.
Yes.
Yeah, now grabbing the foot of Sydal.
That's why he's there. You bring out friends to help you with that sit-down slam. Good night, Mike Sydal.
Wow, that's got to be it. And Bull Schmidt making his presence felt. He was a big factor here in the final actions of the match.
That's all he needed. That's all Trevor needed. Just that 1 second. Just that 1 second to be able to just get Mike Sydal's focus off the match and then hit his big sit-down slam to take Mike Sydal out. Obviously, it was a non-title match, but the title wasn't even in trouble anyway. Now Bull Schmidt comes in the ring. Here we go. Look at these two men. The powerful men. Mike Sydal. He's got to look up and be scared of the size of these two guys.
Trevor Murdock overcame the challenge from Michael Strider, but Derek Stone will be coming up.